Welcome to Nadia Creates. This week I'm making a gingerbread house from scratch. For this recipe you'll need a quarter cup of molasses, half a cup of dark brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, and 1.5 teaspoons of ground cloves. You'll also need 2 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And you'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour and half a cup of butter at room temperature. I went ahead and mixed the dry ingredients together. Creamed the butter for about a minute or so, and then I added the brown sugar. Cream that for another minute-ish. Then I added the molasses. Mix it just until it's incorporated, along with the water. And then I added the dry ingredients, which I mixed by hand because I didn't want flour to fly all over the place, because that's always fun when you're in the middle of cooking. And so you just want a nice, make sure everything's incorporated well, and you want a nice firm but moist dough. And then so I went ahead and wrapped that in some plastic wrap or cling film and put that in the fridge for about 1.5 to 2 hours until it was nice and firm. And then in the meantime I went ahead and cut out the template, which I also got online, and I'll leave the link for that template in the description box. And so I went ahead and rolled that out on some parchment paper, which yes, I did use for another recipe. I just flipped it around on the other side. And really you should, as I learned, you should cut it out on the pan and on the parchment paper that you're going to bake it on, because when you move it, it will warp a little bit, as you will see. But hey, this was my first set of gingerbread, so I didn't worry about perfection too much. I went ahead and baked that, and as you can see, some of the pieces were a little crispy, but I'm not eating it, so, and I knew it was going to be covered in sugar soon, so it didn't really make much of a difference. You see I have a nice variety of candies and my royal icing, and I had a glue gun ready, which I'm glad that I did, because you'll see in a second that things didn't quite work out the way that I hoped it would. But the world doesn't end. I have my glue gun and it was ready, and I went ahead and used it. And actually with the glue gun, the process went much quicker, and there's no need to wait for the icing to stiffen up and dry. So don't be afraid of your glue gun. You're not eating it. I don't think most people do. Most people eat their gingerbread houses? I don't think so. Use a glue gun if you have to. Don't feel ashamed. It's okay. It's your gingerbread house. And of course, because this is a new channel, Nadia Creates, if I didn't mention that before, this is a new channel of mine. So please, before you go, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so you know when I upload a new video for you to watch on this new channel, Nadia Creates. So as you can see, I didn't really have any pattern here. I just was kind of sticking things on as the whim took me, or sticking things on as I felt like it, pretty much. Listen, if I really was bothered, I would have done it again, but I'm happy with it. And that is the final result. That is my first ever, if I didn't mention this before, this is my first ever gingerbread house. And I'm quite proud of it. So thank you so much for watching Nadia Creates, and I will see you in the next one.